in this question, you are required to find the particular solution. So our step one will be to rewrite the equation in standard form. So step one. So what we'll end up with is, and by the way, the standard form is dy over dx plus p of x of y multiplied by y will be equal to q of x. All right. Now this is in your formula booklet. You don't have to really memorize it. Okay. So we need to rewrite this guy in this form. So what we can do is just divide both sides by x squared plus 1. So I'm just going to rewrite this to power a half. Doesn't really matter, whatever you have. And then I'll divide both sides by x squared plus 1. X squared plus 1. So what I'll end up with is dy over dx, and this is actually in standard form, plus xy over x squared plus 1 will be equal to 1 minus 2x multiplied by x squared plus 1 to power negative a half. Now, obviously, you can see that here I have q over x, no, p of x. So, and I'm going to use that to find for step 2. So step 2 is find p of x. So p of x, already just talked about that right now, is x over x squared plus 1. All right, step 3, find the integrating factor. So the integrating factor will be e to power integral of p of x, which is x over x squared plus 1 dx. All right, so we need to find that. We need to find that integral. So we can say, but the integral of x over x squared plus 1 will be, and here we may have to use substitution. So all right, so maybe I can use a different color. Let u be equal to x squared plus 1. du over dx will be 2x. So dx will be du over 2x. Okay, so which means our integral will be maybe little arrow just to show that something happened before this. So that will be x over u multiplied by dx, which is du over 2x. And these guys do cancel. So, and this will give you just ln u, all right? So ln u, which is equal to ln, maybe I can write below here, that will be ln, whatever u was, which is x squared plus 1. All right, so we have our, not yet, so that's just part of I need to finish off this. So that is the integral. So which means the integrating factor will be e to power this bit ln x squared plus 1, which will just be equal to all right. Did I forget? Okay, there's a half here that I forgot. All right, just gonna go back, plug a half. So this should be a half here. So that will be equal to e to power ln x squared plus 1 to power a half, which will be equal to x squared plus 1 to power a half. All right, I just need to check that I haven't made any mistake. All right, good. So that is the integrating factor. Let's carry on. So our next step, which will be step 4, multiply both sides by the integrating factor. Multiply both sides by the integrating factor. So which means I'm going to end up, my integrating factor is this guy here. So I just have to multiply both sides of this guy by the integrating factor. So what I'll end up with is x squared plus 1 to power a half multiplied by dy over dx plus xy over x squared plus 1 is equal to, okay, just checking that I haven't made any mistakes here. One minus 2x s squared plus 1 to power negative a half. So what I will end up with is x squared plus 1 to power a half dy over dx plus xy x squared plus 1 to power negative a half, which will be equal to 1 minus 2x. Okay. Just checking that everything looks good. Yeah. And then, so we shall end up with a all right. I just need to check that everything is good. Looks like we're good. All right. So then I'll end up with yep. I think that's fine. All right. So step 5. Step 5. What we shall do is integrate both sides. So if we integrate both sides, we shall end up with the integral of whatever we had initially. So that is x squared plus 1 to power a half dy over dx. All right. So what we'll end up with is x squared plus 1 to power a half dy over dx plus xy into x squared plus 1 to power negative a half, which will be equal to the integral of 1 minus 1 minus 2x dx. So what you can do at this stage is for this part you can reverse the product rule. So another way to reverse the product rule is to just multiply the integrating factor by y, and that's basically what we'll do. And our integrating factor was x squared plus 1 to power half plus 1 to power negative a half. So that will be x squared plus 1 to power a half y, which will be equal to the integral of 1 minus 2x dx. And this will give us x squared plus 1 to power a half y, which will be equal to x minus 2x squared over 2 plus c. That will be x squared plus 1 to power a half y will be equal to x minus x squared plus c. That will be our general solution. So I'm going to just move to step 6 to find a particular solution. So find the particular solution at x is equals to 1, y is equals to 2, and just plug them in into our general solution here. So that will be 1 plus 1 to power a half multiplied by 2, which will be equal to 1 minus 1 plus c, and 2 to power 3 over 2 will be equal to c. So our solution can be written as x squared plus 1 to power a half y is equal to x minus x squared plus 2 to power 3 over 2. Or you can write this as y is equal to x minus x squared plus 2 to power 3 over 2. All this over x squared plus 1 to power a half.